The White House literally emailed me.
They reached out to
Dude,
you?
it was like message from the White House. Wasn't Australia like shut down? Like hardcore?
I had a guy try to light my hair on fire.
What? I've had a lot of people threaten to sue me, and I remember getting my first check and being like, this is an error. Hell yeah, man.
That's it.
Today's podcast guest is Daniel Mack. He pioneered the now very commonly used social media line,
Excuse me, love your car. What do you do for a living?
"When I was a kid, my dad taught me that you don't know if you don't ask." Daniel Mack's a very smiley dude who is not afraid to ask, and it's gotten his career to a pretty surreal place. I mean, for goodness sake, the White House reached out to him to meet the president. Regardless of where you stand politically, that's a big deal. But that's just one of the many great stories and anecdotes that Daniel and I shared together on our brief drive. Enjoy.
It don't really matter what you say. I ain't listening to you anyway.
That is something I noticed in New York. There's, I guess, because it's so like concentrated, there really is this need from the individual to like stand out, and it's often with some form of like flexing. So the easy one is you buy a Gucci bag or whatever.
Yeah,
But
totally.
but also another way of standing out is kind of just to like be weird as fuck.
Yeah.
And I was like trying to come to grips with like, are people doing this because they're high? Are they doing this?
Oh, in New York City?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was just in New York last week too.
Yeah.
It's great. The people out there are crazy.
I can't put my finger on it. I spent 2 weeks there and I'm like, this is fun. It's definitely fun, but I don't understand how like everybody, even like the tweakers and stuff on the train, everybody, I guess, like coexists with them.
Yes.
But at the same time, then there's people that are trying to like copy the homeless aesthetic.
Yeah.
So like, I don't. It's hard to tell. It's just hard to tell.
Yeah, I don't know. Like some of them are just actually crazy, but like they'll be nuts. But like you'll have like some like 50-year-old woman coming home from work, and there's like some guy like smoking crack next to her, and she's just like, all right, it's the New York way.
Yeah.
My brother lives in Manhattan, and I'm like, everyone that lives there, it's like a cult.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I love New York. Like I love living in a shoebox and fucking having people step on my head when I'm trying to walk. Like, and I'm just like, what the fuck? It doesn't make any sense to me.
There's definitely a buzz. Like I like spending, I guess, maybe a short period of time there.
It is popping. Like you can do whatever you want out there.
Literally.
For sure.
Also, the cops don't seem to care, like whatever you do. In Australia, like there are cops everywhere. You can't.
Oh, really?
Speeding is like, you'll lose your license very quickly. There are speed cameras. Australia is kind of like a nanny country, state. Whereas New York seemed like there were lots of cops, but they didn't really care.
I think they got better shit to do. Like it's like LA. Like I used to never be like committing like huge traffic violations in my life.
Right.
Now like I'm just doing whatever I want. Like you turn in the middle of the road.
Can I turn around?
Oh, I think.
Am I allowed to?
Oh.
I don't really want to.
This is like the worst beach. It's like everyone's like plays GTA and they're like, let's go to Santa Monica Pier.
If I was to go up there.
Probably, yeah. I would risk it all.
Yeah, let's.
Because if not, you're gonna have to pay like fucking.
No, I don't really want to go
fuck
in
that
here.
shit. See, these cops, they won't do anything, you know? We'll put it to the test. Oh, shit. Okay, nice guy.
Sorry.
They should have a turnaround here.
What is it?
I don't know. It's like a money trap. That's how they get you. Oh, shit. This is where it all ends.
Sorry,
Yeah, go that. Yeah, maybe just do it. Yeah.
Wait, you guys stick to the right here, so I want to go on the left. I think this only became a one-way here, like at this intersection.
Oh, okay.
Fuck.
This guy's like, what the?
No, I'm
That guy's
sweating.
wearing a mask in the car. I won't get too political here. Wasn't Australia like shut down? Like hardcore?
We were the longest lockdown city in the world.
So it was nanny state style.
No, like to another degree.
I kind of moved here like right when COVID was like, well, about to start ending basically.
Right.
I moved to Dallas. I was working in finance of all things, which is funny after college, and then I just randomly popped off on TikTok, super randomly, and then moved here because I kept flying out here all the time to do like collabs and stuff.
Right.
And I was like, fine, I guess I'll get. I never wanted to move to LA. I was like, LA is shit. And now I love it. It's a good spot. It's good if you have. I'm not saying this in like a but it's good if you have money. LA is fun.
Sure.
But if I was like making like the median income of an LA person, I would never live here.
Right.
So fucking expensive. It's crazy.
Well, I was thinking that even just in New York, how the fuck do people that aren't, you know, in that really high socioeconomic level, how do they exist here? Just like rent and everything is just on a basic level so expensive.
I don't even understand. It does not make any sense. I think they're all just like suffering.
Side hustling by like robbing places.
What? It's New York, so it's part of that New York dream. It's like, all right, fucking
put your balaclava on.
Whatever you say.
That's all. What were you doing in finance? What kind of job?
I was doing financial advising, like doing stock brokerage, getting my licenses. And,
wow.
but like I didn't actually get I quit before I got my licenses, so
because the videos were popping off.
Yeah. I started making more money. I remember my first big check was like, I thought it was an accident. It was from Snapchat, back when Snapchat was like paying fat.
The spotlight things.
I actually missed the spotlight train. People were like ripping my content. I didn't live in LA, so I wasn't in like that circle. So I was like, oh, I don't know. But I had a show on there, and I remember getting my first check and being like, this is an error. And then it was like almost my annual salary, and I was like, what the fuck? What am I still doing fine? Like, what am I doing? Like, I could have this not work out for like a year, and I'd be good for a year. And I was like, okay, that's all I need. And I fucking quit my job.
Incredible.
But it was like scary at first because you didn't want to be that guy that moves out to LA and gets like.
And comes back.
Yeah, and it's like, shit, guys, I tried.
Sure.
I'm gonna make it.
Sure.
I was like, I'm going to wait until I'm a little more secure. So.
Do you mind me asking? And this is a personal question. I usually don't like asking questions around financial figures. Do you mind me asking how much that first check was?
Yes, no, I don't mind at all. It wasn't like exactly my full annual salary, but I think it was like 20. This is after the split for Snapchat, which is crazy.
Sure.
Because first of all, the way Snapchat works is like for the first 2 months of your show, or like basically like you have a 60-day waiting period from the if I film content now in 2 months I would get that check, and there was no way for me to view how much money I had made. So I opened up my email, and the email says $60,000, like a check, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, what? And they take half of it, so it's really $30K. But I was like, this is like an error.
Yeah.
And then I'm like reading into it, and it's like, and then it hits my bank account, and I was like, what the fuck?
Wow.
I was like literally sitting there like, holy shit.
That's bomb.
And then I was like, and it was just from like some crazy episodes, because back then it was so much easier to pop off. It was like newer, the shows and whatnot. Now it's like, you can't just do that randomly, like it's so competitive. But back then I was like, oh shit, off of 2 3-minute videos.
That's off 2 videos.
2 3-minute videos.
Oh
I was like,
God.
bro, what the fuck? Then I quit my job. I was like, why am I doing finance? Like,
I respect that you quit your job like there and then, because so for me, it took me about a year because I was working in corporate sales.
oh, okay.
And it took me a year, a lot of like conversations. I was earning 60K as a salesman.
Okay.
And he's like, you can quit and go back to any job and earn that again.
Yes,
It's like an entry-level sales role. Like, what are you doing? And I was like, yeah, but I gotta rip that. I'm so much more risk averse.
I did the same as you though. Like, I didn't get that Snapchat check until about 8 or 9 months into this job, and just like you, I was like telling my friend. At first, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna quit my job," and then my family was like, "Don't quit your job."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Well, yeah, like why would I quit my job and do when I'm in like a steady, literally exactly what you're saying." And then I had a couple friends that were like, "Are you fucking idiot? Like, quit your job. Like, you have a degree. Like, you can fucking go back and do it."
Yeah.
But yes, it took me a year too.
That's incredible. That's so cool. I love hearing those stories.
It's better though, because like think about it, like, well, okay, in hindsight, it's like, oh wow, well, I should have quit earlier. But like, think about the 99% of people that quit their job and they're like, fuck. But how old are you?
Just turned 30.
Okay, yeah. So like, we're all young, and it's like, oh, if it didn't work out, But back then, when it's your whole life, you're like, oh, I don't want to ruin it.
But we do have this thing of like, I don't want to ruin it. Ruin what?
Yeah.
We haven't built anything yet.
Yes.
Like entry level. No, but I really respect that. That's very cool, man. Genuinely,
it's scary as fuck.
Congratulations.
Well, congrats to you too.
Thank you.
Hell yeah, man.
That's it.
Well, we can do fun stuff like this now instead of fucking sitting at a desk.
Exactly. Although, having said that, I work way harder now than I did back before.
Same.
Like I get sick a lot. I don't sleep much. I've been doing it for 6.5 years, and I still haven't really figured out how to look after myself because you see opportunities and you're like, oh, I got to do that, which means, okay, well, we'll burn the candle at both ends.
I probably work 3 times more than I did. Like, if my regular day was 8 hours and really I was working like 4 or 5 of that, I probably like now work like, and people say, oh, well, you're just doing social media, but it's like you're running a business. Like, I have employees, like, you got to run payroll, you got to fucking do all that shit. And like, it's like, yeah, like fucking from the time you wake up, the time you go to sleep, you're fucking like doing stuff.
And it's hard to switch off. I've stopped uploading everything while I'm in America. And one, that feels weird as fuck, but I was like, I need to try to like just focus on being here. First time in America.
Oh, really?
I'm just trying to meet as many people as possible.
Oh, shit. Okay.
But I was like, I need to focus on being here, and that feels weird. But I'm like, no, you know, you're pulling the slingshot back to let go and you know, plan and move forward. But it's the first time in like about 6.5 years where I've gone completely off.
Oh, nice.
And but it is nice because I think you got to give yourself time to like breathe.
Yes. It sucks because like, and I've told people about this, like with social media, you can't shut off ever, because what do you do when you're bored? Like when you're not working, you're usually like on social media. Like, you're on YouTube. I mean, unless you want to like read a fucking book or something like that. Like,
fucking loser.
Or like, like that shit. Or get fucked up, which I love doing. And that's great because I can not focus. I'm like self-medicating with alcohol. But like, you know, I hope my mom doesn't watch this. But other than that, you go on like YouTube, you go on TikTok, you go on whatever, and then I'm on there like trying to like relax. I'm like, shit, let me go check my fucking feed or whatever. Like, there's no escape.
Yeah.
A little bit.
And because there's no escape, because you're always prompted to go, oh, maybe there's a video idea there or something.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a video that you need to take down because you're filming some of these like higher level socialites, or just like, you know, fucking interview Pagani and all that kind of stuff? Like, you ever put it up and then they're like, because they got teams and like
yes, I've had I've had a lot of people threaten to sue me. Like, they'll send me the emails and they'll be like, because I'll post some compilations of people like yelling at me.
Sure. And
I'm like, at the beginning I was like, whoa, this is scary.
Yeah.
And I've talked to my lawyers and they're like, like, I don't know if it's different in Australia, but like,
public.
If you're public, you're, you know, when you're down, there's no reasonable expectation of privacy.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck what you say to me. You can try and sue me, but it doesn't matter. So like, if people ask me in person, like, hey, sorry, can you not film me? And they're like, at least moderately nice about it.
Yeah.
Or just like, hey, please don't film me. I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah.
But when they're like, go fuck yourself, and then they always see it.
Yes.
And someone emails me and they're like, please delete the video.
Yes.
Like, and I'm like, fuck you. Like, no, like, you're rude. Or, so sometimes I will delete the video if like it puts them in like a weird position that like they weren't being mean to me, but like, there's been times where I've caught people for sure like cheating on their mistresses or something like that, like with mistress, and like they'll be like, please delete the video, like, I beg of you. And I'm like, alright, fine. It just depends on the context. Like, if they're nice and like respectful and like they're not being rude to me, then I'm like, sure. But if they're like, like fuck you, I'm like, fuck you, like, you know.
That's such an American thing. I love it.
Yeah.
Fuck you, no, fuck you.
Fuck you. No, I'm walking here.
Yeah, exactly.
It's nuts because you are making money while making money. Like, what are the craziest, like, I know people probably ask that all the time, but like, do you have any crazy, like, one crazy, you probably even asked that 5
No, 100%. I you know what's funny? All the crazier things happened to me in the first month or 2 before I put the camera up.
Oh,
I was
shit.
just Uber driving. And I think when people see the camera, they go, I can't be as crazy as I might.
Did you have all this set up in here?
At the time, I only had one, and it was like up here, but you had to have a sign. So I had a sign here.
Oh,
that said, you know, smile, you're on camera.
I guess because it's not public. You're not been public in like a Uber, right?
No. Well,
Kinda,
so yes, but Uber have their own rules.
Oh.
And if I didn't want to get kicked off Uber,
that
was like its own.
Yeah, and if you're
headache.
kicked off Uber, you're fucked.
Yeah. Now there's another one called Didi, which is just like a Lyft alternative kind of thing.
Sounds like it's an Australian name.
It does, very Asian.
I don't know why.
It's Chinese.
No.
They bought Uber. I think
I've heard of it. Yeah.
To answer your question, crazier Uber rides in the first 2 months. I picked up these 4 guys that were coked out of their minds, probably on any other drug as well, but coked out of their minds from a strip club. And the guy in the front was trying his hardest to make the mates in the back laugh, and like they were yelling out the window, whatever. It was funny.
In the Uber.
It was funny.
That's
I was like,
crazy.
whatever. But then the guy, out of nowhere, I look over and this guy's pants are at his ankle, and he's like, "Oh mate, you want to go left here?" He's got his hand, stick in his hand, and he's like, go left here. He's like, "No, you're gonna go right." And I was like,
And is he up here?
Pants at his ankle,
Right next to you?
just hands
Holy
on his
shit.
dick. I was like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?"
That's crazy. Are all his friends like, ha?
Yeah. It's funny. There's always one, but the one guy was like, "Oi, that's too far. That's too far." But it is like there's no rules, I guess, when you're in the Uber and you're drunk, and you would know this. You can be as rowdy as you like.
I mean, bro, like I've probably contributed to a lot of the
Surely you've never pulled your pants down.
No. Oh, I do it all the time. Yeah. But that one's a new one. That guy could be the craziest motherfucker.
That was so fucking. I had a guy try to light my hair on fire.
What?
They were like 15, 16-year-old kids, like three big boys. Hooligans, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Like little fucking shits.
Couple of hooligans.
Three of them crammed in the back seat there, no one in the front seat, and like stank of weed. And so they were just spaced out in their own world. And I can hear this guy playing with a cigarette lighter, and I'm just kind of like keeping an eye on him. I don't want him to light up in my car.
Yeah.
And I keep hearing it slightly closer to my ear. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like looking back, and I'm like, you're all good back there? It's like, and then out of nowhere, like right here, and I feel like just a flash of warmth, and I watched it back. He was trying to see how close he could get. I was like, what? I was like, sorry guys, I gotta end the trip. Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Holy shit.
It's scary though, because if you end the trip early, especially when people are drunk or high, I'm worried that they're gonna get angry and like lash out, and you're pretty vulnerable when you're just sitting.
I've seen those videos of people just like attacking Uber drivers. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're like people like yelling like racist slurs at them, and they're like, "I'm ending the trip," and they're like just like trying to destroy their car.
Just like fucking going for it. You can't.
Yeah, there's some crazy videos of that stuff.
Yeah. No,
Kind of at their mercy. Yeah. Hostage.
I'm glad I don't have to do it like that anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta say, what I respect about you is you don't seem to like give a fuck.
I promise I don't.
No, but I mean, I think you get away with it because you're smiley.
Yeah.
You've got a very likable nature. Not everybody can get away with that.
No, yeah, some of the shit I pull, some of the people I interview have gotten me in big trouble. Like we've done like Riley Reid. That one got me banned from Snapchat for a month, by the way.
Just because what did you
I
do?
just interviewed. I interviewed her. She had like a hoodie on. I'm like, bro, okay, come on.
Really?
But like, it's funny because I interviewed Riley Reid and then I interviewed Joe Biden like a week before, and I posted. And then the Bang Bus. You know what that is?
Yeah, of course.
I did the Bang Bus right after Joe Biden. Like within a week, I posted both those videos, and Joe Biden's team I know was like, fuck. Instagram was like, you need to fucking control yourself here.
Oh my God.
But I was just like, fuck it. Like I just like interviewing like anyone. So I guess I can maybe I can get away with it in some capacity.
Of course you can, but the thing is, I think because you have reach, I guess like you have the leverage.
The White House literally emailed me, which is fucking.
They reached out to you?
Dude, the White House literally, I thought it was a scam email, obviously. It was like, message from the White House. And I was about to just hit the trash button, because like I get so much spam on my email every day.
Sure.
And I still monitor my email, like I like to have a grasp on it. I don't do like a management thing for that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them are collabs. So I get a request from the White House. It's like, I go to the domain name and it's like whitehouse.gov, and I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? And at first I knew they would probably want to do something with Biden.
Yeah.
And like him or not, it's still fucking the president. So I was like,
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So I hop on a call and they're like being kind of secretive about it, like, well, we may want to do something. And I was like, well, it'd be a great video, would be doing the president. And they're like, well, we'll see. So then they're like, send us, they're like, we're gonna do the craziest background check of all time on you. It's called like a V something, I don't know.
Okay.
And I'm like, what do you need from me? Do you need my stuff? They're like, we need your first and last name and your hometown. I'm like, you don't need my social? He's like, no, we got it. I'm like, yeah, of course you fucking got it. So like 2 or 3 weeks later, and thankfully I don't have anything crazy, I found out also, like, unless there was anything I was missing.
Sure.
They're like, oh yeah, you're good. And I was like, oh shit. And they're like, all right, we want to do something with Biden.
Wow.
He's gonna be like at this spot. You're like basically like you're gonna run up on him and like you just be here at this like time and place. And I was like, what?
Holy fuck.
So like, and I thought Secret Service was gonna tackle me because in the video, like he like I knew he was probably trying to follow like some kind of like a script probably, but he went off script and was like, oh, like if you want to hop in the back of my car, we can go to Washington, like haha. And I was about to be like, yeah, sure, because wouldn't that be funny if I'm like in the backseat, like, let's go, like with fucking Biden, and he has this Secret Service guy next to him that's like, literally, like, in the video, he does not turn to the left. He's just staring forward like this. He's just,
really?
And I'm like talking to Biden, and then I was about to go for the handle and like kind of hop in,
yeah.
But Secret Service told me after, they're like, good thing you didn't do that, because we probably would have tackled you.
Oh my god.
And I was like, oh my god.
Gee, that's so he went off script. That seems to happen a lot.
Yes, yeah. So,
That's funny, yeah.
No comment on that.
Yeah.
I did a video that my candidate boy said, thank you, Biden, for the video. But yeah.
It was for an electric, I remember seeing it a little while back. It was for an electric car. It was
Yeah.
trying to prop up the
It was like,
electric industry.
Yeah, like it was an infrastructure bill that like was EV focused. So I think that's why they wanted to do like a EV kind of thing.
Wow.
And like, yeah. It was,
What an experience.
it's crazy. He wasn't supposed to say though, I don't think he wasn't supposed to say it was a Cadillac. Like, they're not supposed to like mention the actual brand, but he did, which is kind of funny. So yeah.
Did you have any time off camera to chat with him? Or
Yes.
Was it all, yeah.
I talked with him for like 3 minutes, and I had to go alone to this, by the way. Could not go with anyone.
No videographer.
I fly out by myself.
Right.
And like, there's so much Secret Service. They have these little like pins, these purple pins on that's like, so they can identify who's like an undercover Secret Service person.
Interesting.
And like, I learned all about like some crazy stuff that like maybe I shouldn't have even heard of. But like, no, I'm like, oh fuck,
You didn't hear anything.
I'm fucked now. They're gonna get me now. But yeah, I chatted with him, and I don't remember what I was saying because I was so nervous. Obviously,
Sure.
I was just talking to him, and like, and he like pulled me in, and I was like, I don't even know what I said. I blacked out. I blacked out. I was like, fuck, I hope I didn't say anything stupid.
Oh my god, that's so cool. What an experience.
Yeah, so that was pretty. That's about as wild as it gets. Honestly, I don't think I'll be able to top it, which kind of sucks.
I don't think you can top the American.
Trump would be funny.
Trump would be, and I feel like he would be more down than Biden.
Yes, I'm gonna try and get him because he does like he does these like this one car event near his little like Mar-a-Lago spot, like his little vacation spot in Florida.
Okay.
And yeah, like he seems like he'd be fucking hilarious.
I think he'd be great content. But
Yeah.
is there no, I mean, I know we've already established you don't give a fuck, but like, is there no concern on your end, not even just from pushback from the audience, more on like platforms giving you shit?
For like anything political or just in general?
No, more like when you're in front of these political characters.
Oh, like,
I mean,
like Trump, obviously.
Well,
yeah.
I saw stuff with like even like Nelk Boys. They had a podcast taken down.
Yes, yes.
And it's conspiratory, but it's like because they mentioned something about. So it's like,
yeah. Oh, well, that was fucking bullshit. I remember I watched that, and literally Trump in the podcast goes, "This won't be up," and they're like, "No, it'll be up," and then he's like, "Nope, this will be taken down," and then like it got taken down like an hour after it got posted or something like that. I don't know. I think I like if it's like lighthearted, I can get away, and it's like a short clip, like kind of what you were saying. Like I think I could get away with it because it's just like I don't care politically what side. Like I'll interview anyone, any industry.
Right.
But I think if it was more like nitty gritty, like trying to get into like policy and stuff like that, or like opinions, or like if Trump was like being a savage and was like fuck woman or something like that, and I was like ha like that would get me in trouble. But if Trump's like, oh, I'm an accountant, and like joking around, I think so people would get mad at me people got mad at me for the Biden one, people get mad at me for the Trump one, but I think more so it's like, damn, he did a video of fucking Trump, like or Biden, like whoa.
Nah, I think you got the right perspective on it because it's you can't do anything. Even my videos where like I don't even get political, like it's so lighthearted and just like basically a bunch of dick jokes. I still get pushback from people on certain really minutia kind of topics.
Oh yeah.
So you can't win. In which
case,
you just gotta do what you find funny. And I guess we're lucky because we're in that entertainment space. We're not trying to report the news.
Yes.
So you don't have to worry about it being too fucking serious.
Yeah. Like if someone got really pissed at me, I'd be like, shut the fuck up. Like, the old shut the fuck up works every time.
Fuck me, no, fuck you.
Yeah. The Americans, fuck you. Yeah.
Credit to you. Can you tell me a bit about the Legends Rally?
Oh yes.
This is epic.
Yeah, it's like, dude. So are you familiar with like car rallies in general?
Not really. I know about the gumball. Is it?
Yeah, gumball. I might do that, but like, so like, it's a whole other world I didn't really know about. But like, for people that don't know, it's like you get like 100 guys and like some girls, but like it's usually like 100 guys, like a rich person's summer camp kind of, because like everyone just gets like their Ferraris, Lamborghinis. You all meet up and it's like a luxury like basically like cannonball run, if you know what that is. Like you're going as fast as you can to another destination city. People have like radar jammers.
Yeah,
they have they have like crazy like police scanners. Like some of these people have crazy rigs. People are going 210. So in kilometers that'd be 400.
Yeah, that's over
or
400.
over 400 miles or kilometers per hour. Like mobbing, but like for like hours, jamming radars, getting pulled over, getting arrested, going to jail,
Jesus
and like
Christ.
running from the cops. And not like I do that on my rally, but like yeah, some people can do it. and it's like luxury. So like you'll have like 100 Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Porsches, all mobbing as like a unit together and just like cruising at like 200, like 400 kilometers. And like you go to these crazy cities. So like I host a rally, it's Legends Rally. We're doing year 3 this year. It's like you'll get these like baller hotels, go out to the clubs, wake up early, cruise with like a pack, and you're just like mobbing, and it's like a whole thing. And like Gumball's the biggest in the world. Like they're starting in the pyramids this year, and like they'll literally cargo ship their like their Bugattis in like freight, like not freight, like literally in like jets, or like Boeing, like fucking planes, and like then you'll land in like Bangkok and like pick up from there and go through like Cambodian villages and like Bugattis, about like 100 of them, committing like crimes.
That's insane.
So it's like, I don't know if they've done any like documentaries on it, but like these rallies are nuts. So like, yeah, I host one. It's like in March 1st to the 3rd, Legends Rally, and like you just like get a bunch of people and like just go nuts and like have fun and go on these like scenic, crazy routes through like the Grand Canyon and like crazy cool spots.
Wow.
It's nuts, but a lot of people don't know about it.
How do you be in it? Do you just like sign up, or is there like an entry fee? How do you?
Yeah, so it's like a ticket, because like there's like, you know, we have like police escorts which you have to pay for. We have like the crazy like 5-star hotels, like the crazy dining, like lots of route planning and like management and like security and all that stuff. So that's where the ticket price goes. But you can just sign up for it. Yeah, it's on legendsrallyofficial.com.
So you can sign up, but I can sign up, but you approve it.
Yeah, so like you can't like show up and like, well, it depends. Like you could modify like a shit box and like that'd be kind of funny. Like,
I can't come in a Fiat 500 Gucci. It's a Gucci, bro.
Someone came in a Fiat because their car exploded on the rally, and then they bought a Fiat on the rally.
Like in a bath or something?
Yeah, yes. Literally, they're so rich that they just bought one. Like their car broke down, and they're like, "Fuck it," and they have people pick up their car, and they went to a dealership, bought a car, and then continued on the rally.
Holy cow!
So that's like some of these characters that are on this stuff. So yeah, like you like. It's sick, and you know you have to get approved. But like, if you have a cool car, like if someone wants to drive a fucking Fiat, like fuck yeah, like,
that's
Gucci
really,
Fiat.
That's really cool, man. That's very different. You would not be able to do something like that in Australia.
Yeah, it's very American.
Yeah.
Like I can't really think of any other. I mean, other countries do it, but it's very American because you can just like fucking cruise and like you can get away with it, kind of. Like these people are running away from the cops. Not on my rally, but I mean, yeah, not on my rally legally. Yes, no.
It must also just be like an awesome networking experience.
Oh, totally. There's some. I mean, like you have like CEOs that go on these kind of things. Like people are like making business deals. It's kind of like I said, like rich person summer camp, and like you're around the fire with like fucking, and like the 40-year-old guys that are like or younger people that just want to get out of there and like go have fun and go nuts.
Mate, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
dude. And
you should come bring this.
I would love to. I'll rent this off Toro and just like return it kind of like in a ball.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Thank you so much.
Dude, it's
Daniel.
a pleasure.
That was fun. It was just easy to chat to.
Yeah, super dope.